Hey guys, Melinda here today, and I got a haircut. Yeah, I think it looks pretty sick, and I'm not wearing my glasses because I don't know where I put them. I'm suffering. Okay, so today I decided that I should revisit something that I haven't for about 4 to 5 years. My first online fanfiction story. Now, I wanted to revisit something that I did 5 years ago, definitely, which is my first fanfiction, which is handwritten, but I have to find it somewhere. It's in a folder, and as soon as I find it, I'm making a video. It's amazingly cringy. Every time I reread it, it just brings back all the memories of just starting to write and like writing. So instead, I decided, why not just tell you about my first online fanfiction that I wrote. 4 to 5 years ago, I joined the website WATTPAD. It became my home base, my third home, one of my many homes online. At the time, I was so into One Direction, and I also liked these YouTubers, and I thought, why not combine the two of them and make a fanfiction that no one's ever heard of on the side of One Direction. If you know the YouTubers Megan and Liz, then you know how pretty and really talented they are. I decided to get the character, or not character, she's a real person, Megan, and then get Harry Styles, put them together as a couple, because I, for some reason, shipped it a lot. This particular story, every time I think about it, it brings back so many cringeworthy memories, like I said, because it's not my best writing, and it's a terrible storyline. It's just terrible overall. If you were to have followed me on Wattpad when I first started out, and you were to read this story, you would probably punch me in the face, because that story no longer exists on my Wattpad. I decided that I needed to get rid of it and delete it, because it had been probably 3 to 2 years, between 2 to 3 years that I've actually written in that story, and I just left it unfinished and incomplete, so I decided to just get rid of it. So I got rid of it, but I still have drafts on my phone, so it's not completely gone. It's just not visible to the world anymore. It's unpublished, but until I can republish it if I want to. But this story's been near and dear to my heart for so long, because it was the first story that I wrote that got 1,000 reads, and it was my most popular story for the longest time until Outlaws came along and beat it out by like 58,000 reads. So yeah, this particular story that I'm talking about with Megan and Harry Styles, it is called The Second Chance. And everything about it is pretty much original, I would say. Very cheesy. Some things aren't true, as they are aspects of my life. Like, there's a part where Harry and Megan are talking at like this cafe, or he asks her when's her birthday, and she says December 27th. That's my birthday, not her birthday. I was terrible at that. I always wanted like parts of my personality and my life in my characters. Now I'm just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna recreate my own characters. This story, it actually has too many aspects of my life than I wrote it in it. Like, there was one character who was the first love interest of Megan before anything happened with Harry. I'm gonna change his name because the name I actually used in the story was his real name. Let's call him Spoon. Yeah, let's call him Spoon. So Spoon was a crush I had in middle school. It didn't work out. I wrote a story on Spoon because, oh, Jesus Christ, what was I thinking? But the thing is that he ended up dying. He died. He got killed somehow. I remember I was like, I'm gonna kill him off, and I did. So Spoon and Megan, they were a love interest. They were the power couple. They were madly in love, and then he got killed somehow in some way. I don't remember, but he got killed somehow in some way. But I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've read this story. And then it's like, I think like a year later, and she meets up with Harry somehow, and then Harry, he falls in love with her, but she does not fall in love with him because she still loves spoons. It's just this epic love story that is original. It really isn't. It's not original at all. It's the most cliche thing a One Direction writer can ever come up with. But I wrote it, and it was a good idea at the time. Probably still is. But I'm not gonna do it. And I think I was gonna get her pregnant somehow, in some way. I think she is pregnant. Whew! Multiple things happen, and then of course they end up falling in love with each other and getting married and all that jazz, That was the gist. So now, I'm gonna find probably the most uncomfortable part that I wrote as a 12-year-old. Now the thing was, now remember, I was 12 when I wrote this, and somehow I was able to write this. I don't even know how I knew this. Every time I look back on it now, it makes me so uncomfortable that it just makes me question, what was I as a 12-year-old girl? What was I? Okay, so now we're gonna get into it. This is the cover. I actually made this cover. It actually looked different. It looked completely different before. I want to read the description because it's long. It's actually not that long, but I'm just gonna read it because it's going to hopefully give you an idea of what this was, besides my shitty description that I gave you probably 2 minutes ago. So, let's get reading. Megan Mace. That's her last name. Okay, I totally forgot. Megan and Liz's last name. Like I was like, is it Smith Rogers? I didn't remember. And now I remember, it's Mace. It was Megan Mace. Yes. I'll put a link in the description for their channel if you want to relive some memories. If you ever watched Megan and Liz like a little girl like I did. Okay, let's read the description. Megan Mace was an ordinary teen who fell in love with her best friend, Spoon. They dated for about 2 years and were going strong with their old school love. That's an old reference to one of their songs they did. That everyone admired. Just then, a horrible event happens between the two and causes the romance to end forever. That's when he got killed. As Megan roams around London to keep her mind off of Spoons, she bumps into someone none other than Harry Styles. It's kind of funny because Megan and Spoons, they live in America, but yet somehow she's in London. Like, so none of this makes sense. It's fan fiction. Anything can come true. Megan isn't really looking into a relationship right now, but Harry's falling in very quickly. He tries to change her mind, but fails almost every time. What will he do to win over her heart? And will Megan have that second chance with another boy, or will it just end up the same? Or will it just end up the same way it did with Spoon? That was the description. I mean, it's not too bad. It's probably better than my normal description. I don't want to read it because it's just so uncomfortable for me, but I'm gonna do it for y'all. Let's just do this. It's like a band-aid, just rip it right off. Okay, so I'm not gonna read what happened before because that's a long description. But basically, Harry was at Megan's place. They were just hanging out, and Harry started drifting into a dream state where he started imagining he was kissing her, and it was like an intense makeout session. And it's intense makeout session, and it starts going down. It's going timber. And he wakes up from this dream, and it was Megan. Megan wakes Harry up from his dream, and she's asking him what's wrong. And that he was moaning. That dream was so effective on him. Like it was that good of a dream. Started making him make noises and out loud. So that's we're just gonna pick out from there. And so they return back to the movie, and this is where we are now. This is all in Harry's Pove. So, oh God, this is gonna make me cringe so much. I'm gonna regret this, aren't I? If you know me in person, next time you see me, please punch me in the face. We both just sat there and watched the movie. Well, she was. I wasn't. I was so distracted by the dreams so much that I couldn't stop thinking about Megan and what she was about to reach. Don't want to get into that. Like I said, it was going down. It was going timber. Before I knew it, the movie was over, and I was starting to get hard. Oh God. I felt so awkward sitting next to Megan with a growing bulge. So I took a pillow and placed it over my bulge before Megan could look at me. I was trying to do a cover-up. Harry, doing that makes it obvious. I'll be in the kitchen if you need me, or do you want to help me cook again? I'll be there in a sec. Okay, see you there. She's just going to the kitchen. It sounds like she's leaving, but you're not. She then gets up and walks over to the kitchen. I couldn't help but look a little bit at her bum. Oh, I had to think of something fast, but the only thing came up. No, I don't want to say it. I'm just gonna put it on the screen. The only thing that came up was, why did I think this part was a good idea? It wasn't. It served no purpose. It served no purpose. And I was 12. I was 12 when I wrote this. Who allowed me on the internet? I can't do this right now. It's just too weird. Exactly. It's weird. What were you thinking? Melinda, what am I gonna do? I then get up quickly and make my way over to the bathroom. Now we are in Megan's point of view. I was in the kitchen making some spaghetti, and I was waiting for Harry to come in and help me, but he was taking a while. Then I heard a sound. I started to follow the sound and it led me to the restroom. I hear it yet again, and this time it lasted longer. I knocked on the door and say, Harry, what are you doing? I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I'll be there in a sec. Okay. I said unsure. I did as he said and walked back into the kitchen. Now we're back to Harry's pose. I can't believe that I almost got caught. I must be loud. I want to put this into a box. I can't believe that I almost got caught. I must be loud. I was still coming down from the high, but it felt good. About a minute later, I got up and left the bathroom and went into the kitchen. I see that Megan is putting her noodles into a steaming pot of boiling water. She then turns to me and says, What were you doing? What were you doing? Nothing. Why? I heard you moaning. And I didn't know what you were doing. Megan, I think we both know what he was doing. Don't act stupid. Don't worry. I'm fine. After that, basically, they just start cooking and throwing flour at each other for some reason. That was one of the many moments that I wrote that I deeply regret to this day. It's one of those things where you feel like you look like it's a good memory to have. Once you look back on it, you start just dying on the inside because it's just too terrible to relive and to talk about. I am literally dying on the inside because of that one part. What was I thinking? I was 12 when I wrote that. What was I thinking? Why did I do this? That was not a good idea for me to do. Like, there's just random points in time in my stories where I just throw in something so weird and bizarre that my readers question me, and my friends start unfriending me because I'm too weird for them. Like I said, please don't unfriend me. I need human interaction. Well, that wasn't as cringy as my first fanfiction, which I gotta go find. 12-year-old me does not deserve anything. I will see you guys later next Saturday with a brand new video. Well, until then, I will see you guys next week on Saturday. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and then, like I said, go check out, and then, like I said in my last video, go check it out, and direct me to, like, a specialist for next. Because every time I look at Phil's neck and it's at a good angle, it still gives me feels. But once again, check out my last video and check out the description below for all my links to everything I do, to almost every single social media outlet I am ready to expose. I will see you guys in my next video. See you guys. Bye.